But it was great at SHEA Stadium. It's just amazing. You can't believe it.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah, it just knocks you out. It makes you feel so good inside.
Biggest thing ever.
56,500, someone said. It's fantastic.
Any concert that you go on where there's so many people like that, it's always amazing. Last year was like that, the Hollywood Bowl. At that time, it was about the biggest show we'd done. But this one tops that.
It was pretty wild, isn't it? They're all great, they're all so near each other. It's hard to pick one out. But SHEA was great because of its size and because it was organised well as well.
Well, at the show, I don't think it's over secure because there's a few thousand kids to every policeman, really. But, it's so hard. You've got to have security, and so you've got to draw a line somewhere. So you've got to either not see them and go around and do a show and get back alive, or we could have very little security, and we probably wouldn't have made it from New York. One of my ambitions before we became well known over here was to bring a car over here and just drive round. It'd take a lot of time. Well, even though we really enjoyed having 5 days off, we're all looking forward to this show like mad. Because that's why we play. We play because we like it. You get bored. It's the same when we go on holiday. We always end up by going home a bit earlier.
I don't know. I think every time we come, there's a new highlight. I love America personally, because it knocks me out, America. Everything's so sort of different and fast.
It's a great place, New York. It's a nice looking city, I think. I think that's the main thing about New York. It's all so big and high up and things. It's great. That's the main thing. It's just a big block of skyscrapers. To me, New York, which is great. I mean, I like country places too occasionally, but I prefer cities. I think
It's one of the most amazing cities in the world. Well, the fact that there's so many people and the area of buildings, really, even though it's in such a such a small island, they've built up. It's amazing, really, because you just don't see so many big buildings all packed into one little space anywhere else in the world. I like it. The only thing I didn't like is the fact that we're hanging up there in the sky. I like to be with my feet on the ground.
London's old and this is new. Well, it isn't modern, I mean, there's no modern cities really, because by the time they built them, they're out of date. If you're going to go into that, it's nowhere modern. But compared to London, it looks modern. It's more 20th century, and London isn't. That's the way I mean modern. I don't mean modern.
Well, the noise should be good, shouldn't it? all that noise.
I'd just like to say thanks to all the fans, because it's the fans that make you. John is choking me. Without them, you're nothing, and we love the fans as much as they love us, I think it's about the same, everywhere we played, it's roughly the same. I don't think teenagers are different anywhere over the world. Oh, I remember one New York paper saying that all the kids at SHEA Stadium weren't having a good time at all. But that's not having a healthy laugh, shouting and running around. But, what does he know about it, because he's about 90.
Yeah, I was looking for the ones with John on and waving to them, you see. So I noticed them, yeah.
I don't know, depends entirely on the person, on the individual. I think most fans want to see us, and say 60% will want to hear us as well as see us. But the ones who just want to see us are the ones who are influenced by each other, and who are the type, if one person screams or shouts, then the one next to them will follow suit.
We were never too keen on American people until we got here, because from things you've seen in films and things I'd heard on radio, and one or two people I'd met, tourists, you know. I mean, tourists are bad anyway. British tourists are terrible anyway. But those are the kind of people we'd met. And so I wasn't very impressed with American people until we got over here. And, you know, I think they're great now.
Yeah, but I'm just sorry for the people who can't see us live. You know, sometimes you haven't missed anything because you wouldn't have heard us, but sometimes I think you might have enjoyed it. I'm sorry for that. I mean,
there was a fellow writing in the paper today saying we should stop all these concerts. Oh, well. And he said this wasn't fun. This wasn't teenagers enjoying themselves. Well, I don't agree with him. I think it's the greatest thing, you know. And if that wasn't teenagers enjoying themselves, what was, you know?